My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Slay the Spire Modded. You know what we haven't played in a very long time? We haven't played the Construct in a very long time. So I've got the Construct reinstalled here, author Mukako's Moo, as well as Spike Belt. Includes the new character, the Construct. Also, we're gonna have Jedi mod installed at this... I didn't even know I was in this one. Big thanks to Johnny Devo, Kyot for helping with the code, Reiji for lock-on memes, Raina for being cursed, and me for spreading positivity. I'm glad that I can. And the college teachers of Jedi for teaching how to Java. So we've got the Jedi mod installed for kind of like a broad content mod, and the Construct is a character mod, and we're going to be running with this for a couple of episodes time so that I can get some Construct play in. We'll definitely change the starting relic to have Clockwork Phoenix. So the base starting relic is Cogwheel. You just start with one artifact. But the chain starting relic, which I think you unlock after you beat a single run with a Construct, is your upgraded Construct cards can now be mega upgraded outside of combat, which to me is just an incredibly important change. It completely changes the way that you play the Construct, making basically every card in the game a win condition by itself. I think because I don't have so many mod stats, I think I will play on Ascension 1 just as I get back into this character, and then Ascend a little bit more after that. Challenge mode modifies the character-specific items and cards for a more difficult climb. There's more challenges coming soon. There is challenge mode 1, and it means that modes give +1, -1, and can't be copied. Right, so usually it's +2, -2. Okay, there's also the Overheated expansion pack with the Overheat mechanic, 15 new cards and a new relic. I think I'm going to play base at the moment, and then we'll gradually enable those as we go on. I will play Ascension 1, so Elite spawn more. Let's go. Greetings. So let's have a look at the base deck here. We have 5 attacks, 5 defense. Each of them cycle being a keyword. When drawn, discard this card and draw a new card. It only works once per turn, and cycles are typically conditional. So cycle if your strength is -0. Less than 0, so -1 or less. Then there's the modes. They retain and they gain dex and lose strength in equal measure. Even when upgraded, they still do it in equal measure. So you can't just cheat out a bunch of stats. It's very much about swapping into the mode that you think is currently going to be relevant. There is a 4 elite path, but the best paths that you can go down with the Construct super early, especially when you have the starting relic that I have access to, Clockwork Phoenix. The best paths you can choose are the paths with the most rests, so that you can mega upgrade some cards early. So I've got a 2 elite path with 3 rests. It's the maximum amount of rests I can get. Choose a card to obtain is going to give me the ability to look for a card that I want to mega upgrade. Ooh, let's do it. Laser Core. So if I upgrade the Laser Core, it cycles. Now, this is why I say conditional, or rather cycle is typically conditional. It's not always conditional. The core cards just cycle by base. When cycled, all enemies take 2 damage, and then you upgrade it, and it puts a Laser Core in your discard pile, and then if you upgrade it again, it puts a Laser Core plus in your discard pile. So you can cycle through your deck a couple of times, and then your deck is gonna be all that card. I defend for 10 here. Rough though. Could have triple struck to kill an enemy that turn, but I would have lost a lot more HP for having done so. Cluster Mines. Deal 4 damage to a random enemy 3 times whenever your block is broken. This card costs 0 until played. Upgrades to be 5. I don't know what the mega upgrade is going to be, but I assume it's 1 cost, possibly. Omega Cannon. Deal 15 damage. Costs 1 less energy for every strength you have. Upgrades to 20. I think it's 35 on its mega upgrade. Again, I'm not entirely certain on that. Reinforce. 3 block 3 times. 3 block 2 times. 3 block 3 times. And I think probably 3 block 5 times. The upgrade. The mega upgrade is typically kind of like off of the curve. Like it's much more powerful than the previous upgrade. I'd imagine to incentivize using it as kind of a singular mechanic. So I'm going to shift into attack mode here, so all of my defense will cycle, which means that I'm definitely going to have a really aggressive hand, so I can get my kill. Power up. Interesting. Deal 7 damage. All of your basic strikes and defense gain 2 power for this combat, and upgrades to be 3 power, and then I think the mega upgrade might remove exhaust or make it cost 1. I can't remember. But that's going to be a later build. We're going to run with this one at the moment. Attack mode strike. I could have also defense moded there, but yeah. It turns out not to have been correct because now I can just go super aggressive because the enemy wasn't defending and murder them. Or rather, they weren't attacking. Heavy Bolt is deal 15 damage, discard 2 cards, and then draw 2 cards. Upgrades to deal more damage. Super into it. Okay, removing cards from our deck is really important. It'll get the cycles going on faster. Upgrade a card in our deck. Yeah. Let's upgrade Laser Core, and then in the next position, we upgrade Laser Core again. So now we've got our mega upgraded Laser Core, so we want to defend while that builds in combat. Now, playing the attack mode is actually really good here because now all of the defense cycles, so I know that I will just have really aggressive hands, which is exactly what I want for the Gremlin Knob. I'll leave the attack mode in hand as well. Oops. That's my bad. I wasn't trying to play that one. Okay, Laser Cores are cycling. Dealing some decent damage. Whetstone and pick up upgrade to random attacks, as well as Synchronize. Whenever you draw 2 cards of the same... 2 of the same card in a row, deal 8 damage to all enemies. Well, currently we have 4 copies of Strike, 5 copies of Defend, and then as many copies of Laser Core as we've cycled. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. Let me just quickly... Sorry, there's a breeze going through the house, and my door has decided to blow open. For the sake of my housemates, I would really like to close that so that they don't have to hear too much. Okay. Synchronized attack mode. Yeah, let's go super aggressive here. Yep, that's why I wanted to go super aggressive. I figured it was really likely we would trigger Synchronize a couple times there. I'll take none of those. Suppressive Flyer gives you 7 damage to all enemies as 1 blur. Upgrades to give you 3 blur, so it's a really good source of that. Overclock, at the start of your turn, draw 2 cards, and add a burn to your hand. Upgrades to cost 0, and then I think the mega upgrade is that it gives you 2 cards when you play it as well. I can't entirely remember that one. Bronze Scale, start each combo with 3 thorns. Neat. This is perfect. Ah, you woke him up. You woke him up and they're stunned. Oh, of course, that's naturally how that works. All right, we'll strike, and then I'm going to defense mode because I actually want to get my defense back more than anything else here. Because eventually the enemy will just die with the laser cores and the defense. And from the synchronizers going off as well. Sweet. Yep. Hell yeah. Mega Battery. Upon pickup, Mega Upgrade a random construct card. Let's try and pick up another card first. When cycled, a card in your hand costs 1 less this turn. So that's actually going to dilute my laser cores in a way that I don't necessarily want, because it'll make the synchronize less effective. So I think actually I'm going to ignore that and just Mega Battery. Mega upgraded to Strike, not super into that. Did it upgrade one of... Okay, at least it didn't upgrade one of the ones that was already upgraded. So in this position, I'll upgrade Synchronize, it becomes innate, and then the Mega upgrade I think will make it deal 12 damage in the AoE. Hexaghost should be fine. Hexaghost should be really comfy. Got him. potion as well as enhance. Each turn, upgrade a random card in your discard pile for the combat. Now that's actually really good because it upgrades your, like, your laser cores and your laser core pluses. When you mega upgrade enhance, it can mega upgrade cards during combat. And because of that, you really hasten your cycle, right? Because you have more laser core pluses in your deck. So I think actually I'm gonna barrel down the line of mega upgrading enhance first. That was a really good hit to take because now I'm below 36, which means 35 was 24. 24 divided by 12 is 2 plus 1, so 18 damage. That is to say that the Hexaghost on turn 2 is only going to deal 18 damage. Should have used the strike there, obviously. See? Wow. I actually don't have a single defensive card in my hand. That's rough. I was hoping that I'd use both speed potions or something like that to keep myself completely safe here, but yikes. Just focus on this defense. Right. Okay, this is definitely working in our favor. We took a lot of damage on turn 2. The trick to this build is going to be I need to buy myself enough time to set up. And I need to do that without including a bunch of cards in my deck that will make us less effective once we have set up. Beautiful. Alright, we've got this. Hammer down, double your strength and dex, upgrades to deal more damage, and then the mega upgrade I think is quadruple your strength and dex. I don't need that. Hasty repair, heal 2 HP, 12 HP, lose 2 max HP. I think the mega upgrade of this puts a normal hasty repair in your hand as well. And then Gatling gun, you can build a whole deck around this, and I have done it many times before. It is right? Like it's so good. This is actually cool. Runic Pyramid, at the end of your turn, no longer discard your hand. So if I can hold 5 cards that I don't really want in my hand, so strikes that I happen to cycle back into, defends that I happen to cycle back into, that kind of thing, then the in-play deck, so the deck that I'm actually drawing from and discarding to and shuffling is much smaller because I'm holding 5 cards out of it, putting those in my main hand instead. So that should help us cycle a lot more quickly. For that reason, we'll take Runic Pyramid. Removing cards from the deck is also really important here. We don't need that many more upgrades, though. Because literally, like, the last upgrade we need is Synchronize, and then everything else goes on defense mode. Sweet. So as you can see here, the strikes get held out of the deck, so I don't really have to worry about them. I'm going to use a potion this turn in order to save myself 8 damage. Now, I don't want to routinely be overfilling my hand, so I do want to play as many things out as possible. Which means some zero-cost cards being in this deck will be helpful. Wow, I've got lethal. May as well go for it. Tumble, draw 3 cards. For each one that cycles, deal 3 damage. So this mega upgrades to draw 7 cards, so you can hasten your cycle really quickly. The problem is this will also draw me into all of the cards that I don't want and leave them in my hand. So while it is a good card for hastening this build, do I use it? There's also Stasis, exhaust a card. Next time you play this, that is Stasis, add 2 mega upgraded copies of that card to your hand. Upgrades to be innate and retain, so you know that you get it with the right card. Yeah, but I have to get through my whole deck once before I can play Stasis and get the mega upgraded cards back, which just gives me a lot more time in the setup that I'm trying to perform. And this deck is already doing fine, it just needs to set up faster. This is a more powerful setup later. It's not going to help us. I'll take Tumble. I really do like Foam Finger. For the first 3 turns of combat, draw 1 additional card per turn. Purple Fairy, whenever you smith a card, heal HP depending on rarity. On basic, you get full HP. What? You get full HP when you smith a basic card. If you smith a curse, you get 5 max HP and heal to full. Well, you can only smith a curse if you have Prussian blue paint from Halation. I don't have that. Not currently installed, at least. I'm taking Foam Finger definitely, and card removing probably just a normal strike. Attack mode is another card I could card remove, actually. Very rarely going to use it. Strike out of hand. Okay, well now we have mega upgrade on this that we want to hit, as well as on synchronize. So now we do care more about our upgrades than we did just a couple moments ago. Okay. Let's synchronize and then tumble. Gets a lot of damage out. Again, you can see the problem we're running into of ow occurring. For the first couple turns, this is really dangerous for us to do. There we go. Energy Potion is neat. There's also Backfire, take 4 damage and deal 19. It doesn't say lose 4 HP, so you can block before you play this. Upgrades to be 8 and 30, incredibly powerful by itself. Accumulate, deal 17 damage, make a copy of a non-rare card in your draw pile. Upgrades to be make 3 copies of it. This, again, would help us speed up the Laser Core, but is more time in the setup. And it's a 2-cost card for a deck that doesn't have any extra energy yet. It's difficult to take. We'll drop the Poison Potion for the Energy Potion here. I'm considering going up this path so that I get an extra upgrade. Yeah. So I'm going to be dodging an Elite for an extra upgrade here. I'm pretty comfy with that, actually. I was really hoping for more defense. That said, we are frail, so I couldn't have expected more defense. And this should be the kill. Here it is. Beautiful. Nothing doing on any of those. Remove a card from the deck. Yes. Let's get the attack mode out of here actually now. Mega upgrade for the 12 damage on the synchronized. That's like 50% more effective. Tumble only gets more effective when I double upgrade it, so I'll actually double upgrade it in these superpositions because then I actually just don't even have a fight where it's not upgraded. So we'll hit the synchronize here. Where it's not mega upgraded, rather. Alright, I'm going to use Tumble here. It did pretty well. Use an Energy Potion and a Draw Potion as well, because I'm not really getting the defense that I was desperately hoping for yet. So we're probably going to kill them in the next cycle, but we are taking a really significant amount of damage right now. Pretty uncomfy. There we go. Smiling and Master, emergency card movers levels now always cost 50 gold. Great. We're going to have an easier time doing that. Panic Fire. Whenever a non-upgraded card cycles, exhaust it and deal 8 damage to a random enemy. So this helps remove those cards from my deck. But the problem is... Oh, no, but it... Oh, it's good. It's really good. Oh, it's really good. I have to mega upgrade the Tumble, and then I'll focus on Panic Fire, and that's probably the last mega upgraded card we'll get. Sundial! Every 3 times you shuffle your draw pile, gain 2 energy. That is so good for us. We shuffle our draw pile constantly. Oh, Tumble's being nerfed. It's only 5 cards now. It did need a nerf. Yeah, no new relics in there or anything, so I don't have to stop and explain. Great. Even drop that there, and that. Sweet. So I've got Panic Fire ready. I'll Panic Fire, and then I just want to get, like... Even if I get the strikes out of my hand, they are upgraded, so they won't cycle. These defends will never cycle. Yeah, but I do want to just leave the defense in my hand, right? Yeah. Incense Burner, every 6 turns, gain an intangible. Flame Core would be a dilution of the effect that we're currently doing. So I don't really want to do that one. Synchronize Panic Fire, and then Enhance goes next turn. Defend mode, I'll defend 3 times. And with that Tumble next turn, we should be set up for lethal. Right? Ooh, no. We got alternating draws there. Ooh, rough. It's okay, we're fully defended. Haven't even exhausted a single card yet, though. Okay. Mode shift. Swap your strength and dex, draw a card. Mega upgrades to be retained and draw 2 cards. Just reading out the new cards, by the way. This has been a long time since I played this in the series, so I want to make sure people are familiar with the core mechanics of this character. Let's go Panic Fire, single defend. I need those strikes out of the deck so that this is not so much of a problem where they're like chunking up my hand. I do like all the extra energy we're getting from the Sundial, though. Beautiful. Scope Core. That's for applying vulnerability. Don't want it, though. Okay, we've already got the effect we're looking for. Now let's have a look at what the mega upgraded Panic Fire is. Ooh. Exhaust and deal 3 damage to a random enemy. Shuffle 3 random cores into your draw pile. Those will cycle and blow up from Panic Fire, so there's no reason not to do that. Panic Fire is not important to have played until next turn. Might not even be important this turn. Sweet! So I know the enemy's not attacking this turn, making it easy to Panic Fire that defend. It's just not enough cards in the deck for this to be lethal yet, but gosh, it's close. Defend mode, defense, 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 defense. And then Tumble. Now, these have all cycled, so they're not going to cycle again. That turn, at least. Sweet. Power Potion, probably over Skill Potion, happily. Long Range Lance. At the start of the next turn, start of the next combat, deal 12 damage to a random enemy, upgrades to be 16. I don't know what the mega upgrade on this is, but 1 for 16 in the next combat. I don't know if I would use that. Hyper Beam, deal 50 damage and put 2 dazed atop your draw pile. I think it upgrades to be like 75 and 3 dazed. Well, do I take extra energy or do I just go for the Black Star? Extra energy is important so that I can play more cards out of my hand. Yeah, it is. Specifically because we have the retain, it becomes more important. Hey, that's an AoE boss fight. That's really good for us. So I only need 1 more upgrade on Panic Fire. That said, pretty much all of the time I take this same path here. There's a lot of rests, a lot of upgrades. It's got a lot of stuff going for it. Those burns are going to dilute our deck in a not nice way. Definitely should have drawn first. Sweet. And then 2 strikes. Tumble for the possible kill. And it does it. Beautiful. Don't need any of that. Oh, analyze. New card. Next turn, rather. Gain energy and draw 3 more cards. Upgrades to be 2 energy and 4 more cards. Oof. Potent as hell. I'm not taking it, though. Impatience. If you have no attacks in hand, draw 2 cards. Well, see, I want that to be constantly viable, but those strikes just get in my hand and they stay there. I need to remove 3 more cards from my deck before Impatience becomes a viable source of card draw. Can't take it. Alright. Auto turret. Whenever a card cycles, deal 1 damage to a random enemy, upgrades to 2, upgrades, mega upgrades, I believe, to 4. Still not going to be doing that. Let's just remove a strike. I already have enough damage with this. When this goes off correctly, I already have enough damage, so I don't need to dilute it. Oof. Draw. Not really getting too many duplicates of the same card here. Nothing doing on any of those. Lose a card from the deck. Lose a strike. Thank you. Oh, hell yes. Just a free removal for me. I'll take my mega upgrade on the Panic Fire now. Leave those defense in hand just in case the enemy does a 45. And they do. Time to use a speed potion. Still obviously have some more setup left in the deck. Hell of a lot of damage though. Intangibility turns up on the wrong turn. That's okay. 45 incoming. Ooh, yikes. Defend twice before I tumble. And then 3 more times to actually keep ourselves immaculate in this fight. Oh, hell yes. Very thin deck, so there's a lot of burns in it, but it's getting better and better. Fossilized Helix. Prevent the first time you lose HP each combat, as well as a pre-upgraded auto turret. Gets to 4. I don't think I take that. Metal Shell. Gain 4 block. Gain 3 plated armor. This is the card that I was talking about when I was referencing the Vex mods battle stance or battle hardened. I can't remember the name of the card. And then it upgrades to be metallicized. You can get real defensible with that. But I'm not going to dilute my deck with it. The deck already has its own thing going on. No, I don't want to include a curse. In fact, it's really important that I don't. I was pretty certain that was already going to kill all enemies for me, so I'm very glad I turned out to have been correct there. Tumble for all the extra draw, and hell, possibly lethal. I hate that. It went laser core, defend, laser core, defend, laser core, defend, defend. It's the absolute worst. Because that just doesn't trigger synchronize. Strawberry for some max HP. I'm not going to take another synchronize. I don't need it. Something can be good for your deck, but you still don't need it. It's important to be able to recognize that. In my opinion. It's not, is this card good? It's, is this card better than not having this card? Especially when you're running thin decks. Sweet. Critical hit. Cycle unless an enemy is weak or vulnerable, and then it mega upgrades to be mega crit. I do quite like that. Save state. Retain your hand this turn, draw one card, and next turn. I mean, we already retain our hands, thank you. Running Pyramid, and we can check the Omega Cannon. No. Ooh, cost one less for each strength or negative strength you have. What? Would you play this with negative strength? Because then it's just removing damage from the card. I don't know if I would play that if I had negative strength. Like, if I was planning on putting negative strength into my deck, I don't know if I would take that card, is what I'm saying. Okay. Like the extra energy I've just picked up there. Let's go defend, enhance defend, and now we just get to watch. Got him. Guard Core is a way to do this that defends itself. Then use Synchronize to get it to deal damage for you, but it's not the way our build went. Yeah, but I had intangibility this turn. Gotta free up some hand space so that the Tumble can actually draw all 5 of its cards. With an enemy that has such a ridiculous amount of max HP, we're going to be in a good position to actually watch this deck do its thing and go off pretty ridiculously, like is currently occurring. Ooh, hell yes. And this draw will get the kill. Warpaint, upgrade to random skills. Oh, yes, please. This defense upgraded. Yeah. Fossilized Helix I insta-picked over a Sapphire, so I actually don't have the ability to go to the heart. Damn it, I was intending on going to the heart. That's my bad, obviously. Let's see what we can get from this Power Potion. Gain 4 burn, 2 vulnerable. No. Whenever you gain block, deal 3 damage to the lowest HP enemy. No. Blur is actually pretty good for us. We can defend pretty ridiculously. Sure, we're vulnerable, but we should still be okay. And now the blur keeps our block for us. Let's defense mode, laser core, toss out a defense, set up the panic fire, single defense, I'll strike and then tumble. Not even getting rid of the strike there, though. Those days are a little bit annoying, but it's okay. Oh, is it going to do it this cycle? Looks like it's going to be next cycle. Hell, no, it still could be. With the right draws, and those are the right draws. It's the Construct Ascension 1 win. Alright. I was thinking, oh, I'll just do 3 episodes on the Construct. But you know what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do Ascension 1, 5, 10, 15, 20. So this is Ascension 1. Ooh, Highlander. Deck contains no duplicates, excluding starter cards. We perfected 2 of the bosses. Unfortunately, not the first one. That still a pretty quick run. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There's a playlist in the description down below with all my content on this game, past, present, future, as well as a link to the Steam store page, where you can, Steam Workshop page, where you can pick up a collection that has all of the mods that I played in this series, past, present, and future, in it. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.